Before I conclude, let's take a look at some takeaways or some barriers to avoid in learning differences. Crowded classrooms. Classrooms are often crowded, as we all know. Well, where I come from, more often than not, the classrooms are crowded, maximum 15 or more, and sometimes two or less teachers to take care of them. So looking at in a crowded classroom, what can you do? You rearrange the seating in such a way as to enable you observe students, because some students simply fade away in a crowd, students that have learning disabilities. Then let's look at time. Most classrooms are time driven because teachers are conscious of time. They want to go on to the next lesson. So, and all of this get in the way of learners or the students. So to avoid interrupting transitions, let's avoid interrupting transitions, avoid students waiting, allow students time to finish, especially when a student is enjoying what they're doing. Give them time to finish, or promise and ensure you keep your promise to allow them come back to that activity that they are doing. Then whole group instruction. Whole group instruction is very common in our classroom. Usually, more often than not, sometimes even as educators we forget and we just throw the instruction at the students and expect that everybody understands. But in a class where you have learning differences, you need to take the time to talk to the students. You need to take the time to ensure that every student understands what your instruction are, what your instruction is. You need to use visuals. You need to ensure that the students has understood and used the flashcards, different resources for different students to ensure that they understand the instruction and not just through it and assume that everybody is following. You need to monitor the progress, give corrective feedback, and monitor the progress of the students. As the students are doing their work, you need to go around, you need to check what they're doing, you need to make sure that you give them feedback. Some students need instant feedback to say, oh yes, you're getting it right, let's do it this way, and do not forget to model as much as possible. Let's look at that's about you monitoring the progress of your students. Thank you.